people come home from work and watch Julian and Calvin on the big screen. We're rock stars. I'm just kidding. That's pretty funny though. So guys, yesterday we spoke about business models and what successful business models look like for understanding your low barrier to entry, your core offer, and your premium package. And Calvin went through some examples of what we do at YWS. And I know you guys were doing your homework yesterday, which is amazing. I haven't had a chance to go through any of them yet, but today I'll be looking through and providing comments and feedback about the business model component. But more importantly, as I mentioned before, we're going to go through some other people's business models from last month and a month before. And we're going to go through the best of the best. So the ones that have really excelled in the program, we could go through all of them, but I think the best thing for you guys to see is the people that started exactly where you guys are and how do they scale their business from zero, not even having a company. This is how factual this is, guys. There was no company. They didn't even exist. And then they built it day one, day two. By the end of it, had 237 clients. You know, Shez and Kel had 172 clients. They started doing events for women in communities, having 60, 70 people rock up to these events. And 15 days before that, it didn't even exist. So the only thing about, again, as I mentioned yesterday, the only thing holding you guys back is yourselves. There's no, recipe for success other than you. You put the work in, you have all the resources right now to follow your dreams and get all the things that you want. If you just put the work in, you can then have 232 clients doing live events by the end of this 15 days or live webinars or whatever you see is the best model for you. So just to recap on yesterday, guys, the 3 ways that we get clients to build our business is to get more clients. So more customers, and that's the basic one. Everyone thinks you want more money, you just get more customers in, you know. And a perfect example of that not working, guys, well, it does work, but a perfect way of you never are sustainable is a health club model. So, for instance, thinking about a Good Life or a Fitness First, and I'm pretty critical on them. I've done a lot of coaching with Fitness First, trying to get them to move their focus from just selling to, if you just look after your people better. So if you had 1,000 members that are raging fans and just looked after them better, then they wouldn't leave. And then you've got that constant income coming in, word of mouth, referrals, because people don't leave if they're getting a result. But what Fitness First and Good Life do is they sell, and they lose because everyone leaves. Then they've got to spend more money on marketing, they've got to spend more money on word of mouth, they've got to spend more money on training of staff, got to have salespeople. If they just looked after their people better, they would have a better result. But, you know, it's a lot of hard work when your business model has been sales for so long to then turn it into retention. So getting more customers is critically important, 100%, but not getting more customers to lose more customers. So at YWS, we don't want to help over 1 million people this year, but then also lose 500,000 people to bad service. So we want to help 1 million people, but we don't want to lose 500,000 to bad service, because then that's not a sustainable model. You're gonna have unhappy customers. You're gonna have people that aren't happy with your service at times as you grow, as you scale, and that's just part of business. Like, you know, we try as hard as we possibly can to keep all our customers happy at YWS, but in reality, you can't make everybody happy. It doesn't matter what you do or how you do it. Some people just don't see the value, and that's okay. So more customers, price. So increasing your price per head, price product. If you're putting up, you know, $10 to $15, or, you know, CPI as such as traditional business would call it, you know, 3.5%. And guys, a safe range to be putting at your prices, if you do have a pricing structure, every single year, you should be looking anywhere between 2.5% to 5%. And the best way, and I want you guys to write this down, the best way you guys should work out your price rises per year or per annum, or per quarter, however you want to do it, but per year is the best way to do it, is to look at CPI. So put down CPI, write that down. And CPI comes out every year through the government about, you know, the index of the economy. It takes into account a whole bunch of factors, you know, how the government went, your debt, how much the overall, you know, hospitality, retail, all that made. So CPI will give you an indication. If it's going up by 2.5%, then look at all your prices and say, okay, 2.5% is validated. When people ask about it, it's like, oh, it just goes up with CPI. And no one's going to think you're greedy or trying to charge too much just because you're going up with CPI. And if you have an amazing product and you can charge more than that, then do that. If you want to go up 5%, I've had products before, we've increased it by 20% because it was a product that people needed and it's supply and demand. But if you've got a product that is just ticking over, then put it up by 2.5%, 3%. All make sense, guys? Good work, Aiden. You're on to CPI, brother. I'm in. Just going to get these comments back up, guys, so I can make sure I'm speaking to you guys as we go. Bear with me. All right, so then we talked about price, yeah? So we talk about price and then volume. So this pure volume through, like if I was buying my espresso this morning from literally my local coffee shop, which I go every morning, and then I also buy my bottle of sparkling water. So every single day of the week, pretty much, guys, I'll go down and get a double espresso and I'll get a sparkling water. If I was to then buy a muffin and get some breakfast, maybe a banana or some fruit or some fruit bread, whatever it is. So $3 for an espresso. If you guys live in Perth, you know how bloody expensive it is to get coffee over here. $3. Actually, it was $4. And then a bottle of sparkling water, $3.50. If they were then to sell me a muffin, I was to then buy a muffin every single morning. It's then $10 a day. They're making $10 a day off me. They're making $4 on a coffee, $3 on a sparkling water, and $3 or $4 on a muffin. That's how you get, so more customers, more volume, and increasing your price point. If you can get the 3 strategies down pat, guys, you will be extremely successful in scaling your business. And this is what we teach in this program, as Calvin spoke about yesterday. We talk about more customers, increasing your price point, and having more volume. And if you do that, you're extremely successful because you want people to walk in. And this is why, I use McDonald's as an example here, guys. Who knows when they walk into McDonald's and it's like, oh, I just want a Big Mac and that's it. They're like, cool, would you like that in a meal? You're like, no, just a Big Mac, thanks. And the Big Mac's like $4.50, maybe, I don't know the price of this guy, but $4.50. But then if you added the chips and a Coke, it's like $6. So for an extra $1.20, you get a chips and a Coke. Who knows what I'm talking about with McDonald's? And petrol stations are so good at this. You go into a petrol station and you know that. You're like, 2 bottles of water for $5. And you're like, I don't need 2 bottles of water. I only need 1. I'm only thirsty for 1. I don't need 2. I'm driving somewhere. I'm so guilty of this too, guys. I'll buy 1 bottle of water and I'm like, I'm not buying 2. But then you go up to the counter and it's like, oh, that's $4.20. You're like, what? $4.20? It's only 1 bottle. But if I get 2, it's 5. It's like, yep, this is how it is. Because they're upselling you guys. Does that make sense? Coles does this. So true. And it's a business model, guys. It's not like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to have crazy prices in my store. Because remember, it's the cost of product. It's the perceived value. It doesn't cost them $5 to sell me 2 bottles of water. They probably paid 25 cents per bottle, let's be honest. And so it's costing them 50 cents to then charge me 5. So the margins on that are huge. But so that's why they don't care if it's like $4.20 or 5, because their margins are still huge, but they're still, imagine $1.20. It doesn't seem like a lot when you think about $1.20 for an extra bottle of water. Then times that by 1,000, times that by 100,000 of people that buy that per store around Coles, around Australia. Imagine how much money in terms of, remember I talked about volume? Small things add up. And I want you guys to write this down. It's the little things that we do in business, the little things that we do that make the big differences. You guys could go in and be like, I want to charge this much and get this massive result. I promise you guys, if you do the small things well, the big things will come. And I've been doing this for such a long time now. It's the little things that make the difference. The Coles of the world, the McDonald's of the world, understand this. I'm not saying they're the best business, ethical business models, but they get the blueprint down pat. And this is why they're extremely successful in Coles is one of the biggest companies in the companies in Australia. I think Wesfarmers own maybe Wesfarmers. But the model of scaling more customers, scaling price, and scaling volume is the same blueprint that McDonald's and Coles and most companies you guys would know work on. Cool. So business models. So I know you guys were posting up your business models yesterday, which is cool. Talking about free content. How did you guys go? I want some comments on how you guys worked out your free content without looking through your homework yet. How did you guys come up with going up with free content? Was it fairly easy, or did you guys find it quite difficult? It was a challenge. Someone said, Jared, Mum said always count your pennies. I like that. It was a challenge. Painful, yeah, easy, good. Easy from the video that you watched before, cool. Guys, and that's the key. Like, if you're struggling and it's quite difficult, just watch the videos and it gives you a good recap. Because remember I said yesterday, all learning state dependent. Being state dependent is getting yourself into a state. So by sitting down watching your video for half an hour to an hour about, doesn't have to be a video from us. It could be just a video about business, about selling. It gets yourself into a learning state and then a creative space to do some really cool work. And who knows what I'm talking about when you just get yourself into a zone and the ideas and the flow just starts coming. I would have rather a punch in the face instead. Mate, that's aggressive. It couldn't have been that bad, surely. I had to think about it, but I got it done. Easy for healing, but hassle for the travel business. Yeah, I did see your comment yesterday, Beth. Hell yeah, yup, fuck yeah, yes, yep, off the phone, definitely. Pretty easy. Went to other business owners. Need to find my anchor first. Yeah, guys, if you guys don't know anchoring, come join us at Self Mastery. It will change the game. Come on! For the guys that have joined us at Self Mastery before, you guys will be laughing at that. The other people will be like, this guy is crazy. But guys, so there was a comment just there. I just looked at different business models. And I guys want you to write this down. We go through this later on in the program, but think about the 5 people that you either admire or look up to in business or in personal life. So in business, my 5, and when I am one of the biggest speakers in the world, guys, that's my goal by 32, so 4 years from now, is to be one of the biggest speakers in the world about, generational leadership and thought leadership, about how your mind, your body, your heart controls your outcomes. So that's my goal. That's my plan. I believe in it 100%. But the people I look up to, Richard Branson, Tony Robbins, Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey, Obama. And I look up to them for different reasons. But when I get to being on stage and I'm speaking in front of hundreds of thousands of people, I want the perception that people have of me to be the same perception they have of them. So when I think about Richard Branson, I think about the amazing person he is because he believes in his people so much. And, build better relationships with your people and they'll just look after your business. And I am a true believer in that. And, Oprah, I believe in her because she talks about, all the challenges that she's gone through, which is amazing. But then, money is not the cure to the world's problems. Education is. Giving back is. Teaching people how to look after themselves. And she says one thing that's really powerful to me. It's like, you can't change the world if you're broke. You can't help people if you're broke. So people are like, I don't want to make money, I just want to help more people. I'm like, that's cool, but you can't help anyone if you have no money. Does that make sense, guys? So I want you guys to write down between now and tomorrow. And I want you to post up in the wall. This is homework for day 1 again. Day 2. Day 2 homework, and you'll have day 2 homework from Calvin. Our homework's different every single day. We're like different teachers. I'm sure one of us will be your favorite. So homework day 2, the 5 people that you want to look up to or you do look up to currently in business or in personal life right now. Because if you start looking at, and the reason I brought that comment up, guys, is because there was a comment here before, I just looked at different business models. If you want to have the same perception as a Virgin, then look at what Virgin does and copy what Virgin does. They pay staff hundreds of thousands of dollars to work on these concepts for them. And they're not just one of the biggest and best companies of the world just because. Like, if you look anywhere about a company you want to follow, Just follow them on Facebook. Look at them on their website. Look what they do and just use that and implement it in your business. I'm not saying the exact same content, but it's the perception. Or if they're putting up posts 3 times a day on their Facebook wall, and we talk about this with our massive content plan later on in this program, is that if Virgin's posting 3 times a day, then you post 3 times a day. And if they're posting comments about leadership and people, and you look up to that brand and you want to be that person, then do that. And if you guys follow me on my personal Facebook page or Setting the Pace, my live blog site as such, is that I'm constantly posting about leadership, about culture, and that was modeled off what Virgin was doing, like 3 times a day, about culture and leadership. So I just do that. Doesn't mean the content's not the same because the content's from me, but the model. Does that make sense, guys? Yeah, bro, sweet. It makes sense to everybody else? Awesome, 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 awesome. So guys, 5 people or 5 companies, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And then think about why. Think about why do I love, post up some right now for me, guys, like some companies that you guys just love. When you think about that company, like, oh my God, I hope my company scales to that size or it stands to that thing one day. Tell me some companies. Tony Robbins, awesome. Skinny Girl, Nike, Google, Apple, One Life. One Life is cool. Zembrero's got a cool business model, guys. If you haven't checked out Zembrero's business model, check that out. Nike, Les Brown, amazing. Who else, guys? There's lots more people on this call. Eric Thompson, Les Brown, Ashley Bynes, New One, Snits, Food Matters. What else, guys? Some more. But the thing is that you guys are posting up, there'll be a reason why you value what these companies do. There'll be a reason why. Remember, people don't buy what you do. People buy who you are. And these companies have grown, and write that down. I know the guys that I've spoken to before, but people don't buy what you do. They buy who you are. And these companies that you guys are all looking up to have made a personality, have grown a personality, which is, even though it's a company name, Virgin has created a relationship with people, with the brand. Nike has created a brand with so many people. It's just like, just do it. Just go all chips in on that. Like, people feel that because it's such a simple thing that everyone can do. It's why Nike's so successful. And that's why Virgin as well. Their Virgin model's so simple. Just treat your people better. Like, look after your customers and they'll come back. These are simple business models. But we try and overcomplicate it, guys. And that's where management, Peter Kelly, she's amazing. Good work, guys. Stephen Fryer. And this is where we overcomplicate things like management. And this is why I talk about generational leadership, guys. And this is very important for what you guys are doing. So by 2020, we'll have more Generation Ys in the workplace than ever before. We will be the dominant workplace. So Generation Ys will be the guys in the hot seats making decisions, growing companies, saying who goes, who stays, changing the course of action and the course of this next generation, because we're going to have 75% of the workplace by 2020, which is massive. So what we need to understand, do you think that Google's, the Apples, the Virgins of the world aren't looking at how do we gear up to make sure our Generation Ys are trained? How do we make sure that our Generation Ys are on point? How do we get the right people on the bus to be ready for the changes ahead? Because all the people reporting to the leaders that are Generation Y will be Generation Y. So we need to make sure that our generational leadership is on point. And how many people, by yes or no, have gone into workplaces before or in workplaces now when you feel that and I'm not having a crack at generations here, I'm just saying this is the reality, because I've worked with so many people, we've done so many surveys on this, that you just feel like your boss doesn't get you. He's a bit older, she's a bit older, and then like they don't understand how to motivate you. When they say things, you're like, huh? And they make you feel crap when you're doing a good job. Like all these things that push us back rather than pull us up. Yep, so many. Yep, 100%. No idea. Yeah, of course. And guys, it's not the age. It's not the age of the person. It's the generation of the blueprint. So the generation above was brought up with a blueprint of management. Yeah, management from their blueprint. Our generation now is a generation of leadership. And I say this all the time on stage. If you guys ever hear me speak live, I say management is dead and leadership is apparent. Leadership is now here. If you ain't going to inspire and drive your people forward, then get out the game because I'm coming. If you want to dictate and be a dictator, then your life will be short-lived in business because you've been doing that for so long, and now people want more. They don't care how much experience that you've got. If I don't treat you with an element of respect just because I've got a title, and I say this all the time, it's a big difference between showing up and having your name on the door and going all chips into making a difference, guys, and all chips into believing in your people. And if you do that, you get a phenomenal result because once you have connection and you have love and you all these things, and I always say this in business as well, we get this right when we think about our relationships with our partners or our families and our friends. But the same thing, if we don't grow together, we grow apart. If you don't grow, if your people don't grow with your business, so think about you guys all right now. You guys are startups or anywhere between a startup and maybe 500,000. If your business is growing and your people are not growing with your business, then you get a divide. And then you have culture issues, then you have management issues, then you have leadership issues because your people don't understand the mission anymore. But if you grow together, that's how you want to be. You want to make sure your people are growing as rapidly as your company because our companies grow because we're getting more experience, we're getting more leverage, we're getting more penetration in the market. But our people need to grow too. Does that make sense to you all? And if you guys aren't giving your people growth and development, and if you're not giving yourself growth and development, then you guys are setting yourselves up for failure. You guys would be crazy to think me and Calvin don't read every day. We don't watch podcasts every single day because there's so many things out there we can learn every day. And as soon as you stop learning, Steve Jobs says you start dying. So continue to learn, continue to grow because growth and progress is happiness. Doesn't matter what's happening in your life. If you're growing and you're developing, it's happiness. If you can give that to your people, you'll have an amazing culture. So we talked about your irresistible offer, talked about your core program, and then your premium offer. So what we'll do, guys, is we'll jump into some guys that have been doing it really well. So bear with me when I bring that up. We'll go into Ash first. And if you guys were in the program last month, you would know Ash got... Can you guys see my screen, by the way? Can you see like my Facebook page right now, guys? All right, let me just fix that up then first. Just let me know if you guys can see my screen now. Yep, we're on. Sweet. All right, guys. So bear with me. I'm just going to get my screen back up. Can you guys still see my screen? Yep, cool, sweet, perfect. Just gonna whack that there. All right, guys, so we've got Ash. Ash finished the program with 237 clients. So we're just gonna go through her business model. Started a company called Warrior Women. So pay attention, guys. Remember I say good artists copy, great artists steal. When it comes up. Can you guys all see that homework? Can you guys see her business template right now? It's too small. It's very small. All right. Bit bigger, please. I have no idea how to do that, guys. Okay, oh, you mean zoom in. Okay, let's do that. Good call. Bear with me. I'm just going to... Is that better? Is that big? Is that bigger, guys? Oh, good. Thank you, bottom right, whoever said that. I appreciate that. One page, we'll go one page then. And we'll do this. Legends. The guys always give me a hard time, Lewis. The guys give me a hard time all the time because they're like, you are the most computer illiterate Generation Y I've ever seen before. So here we are. Is that bigger, guys? Is that good? Perfect. Awesome. Have you guys seen the internship when Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn are in the computer? They're yelling and they're like, "We can hear you too." We're like, That's like what I'm like on a computer. It's a pretty funny movie if you guys haven't seen it. So the content, guys. So free. So Ash from Warrior Women. Remember, Warrior Women didn't even exist 15 days ago before she started. But she wanted to go after women with kids. And one of the powerful things that Ash did, guys, and I explained this to a few guys on the phone about Ash, is that she was very good at captivating her market by just being really real. So what she did was her phone, is I remember this recording that she did, and it might be, I'll try and find it for you guys. It was like, "Hey guys, it's Ash here, and I've just been on the grind, like I'm a mum with 2 kids," and she's already started getting traction. And then she looks beautiful. She looks all, all like just her and her like her workout gear, her active wear, as people would say. And then then she just like kind of turns the camera and she's kind of walking, and then you see her kitchen, and her kitchen's like, boom, it's like bombarded, it's messy. Then like you see all the kids' toys everywhere, and she's like, "I just put the kids down," but she did it because everyone relates with that. Because remember, people just want to relate with other people. So other mums are like, "Oh my Lord, her kitchen's messy too." Because remember, she's trying to build rapport with that target market about mums with kids. And then the kids' toys are everywhere, and it's like, okay, it's not just me, okay? It's hard being a mum. Does that make sense, guys? Well, how powerful that would be to build rapport? Just by comment? Yeah, of course. And the women on this call right now with kids would understand that. And the guys. Like, you understand if you're going after women with 2 kids between the ages of 25 and 40 and wanted to be successful in their own right and still be a mum, that's pretty real. And when it's real, you build rapport, because when I build rapport with you guys understand me. And I want you guys to write this down. Rapport is power. And when you get power, you get a result. Because when people buy into what you believe in and who you are, like, it's easy to put makeup on yourself. And how big is this in the media right now about, I watched this video the other day actually, about women. Like, I'll find the video and I'll post it up for you guys. And I sent this to Ash as well. It's because women need more women and men need more men to stand up to what actually is right in the world. And I watched this video of women young girls glad wrapping their thighs like so tight. It's because they want to have that gap between their legs. Like, so that gap's called between their thighs. And the things that they went to make their bodies something they're not was ridiculous. Like putting their lips inside bottles to give themselves that kind of bigger lip look. The box gap, thank you. Who have seen that video or has seen a video similar about this image issue that we have right now in society? By a comment, guys? Heaps. No. But I'll share the video with you guys. It's so big right now, and it's shocking. So Ash took that empowerment and was like, you know what? I want to stand for something bigger. Because it's easy to be a cosmopolitan, guys, and put people on the front of the Cosmo looking beautiful, fake, makeup, all this makeup on, and it's photoshopped, and then we have this perception of that's true beauty. It's not. And for all the women on the call right now, or for the men, it's not true beauty, and people don't buy into that anymore because it's not real. If you can be real with them, you get a better result. So we'll go back into this. So guys, we've got her content. It's a 1-hour online webinar covering how to set your day up for success in a positive way. Bang. Pretty simple. So her free content is this webinar. So she's offered a webinar for probably 60 to 90 minutes. Step-by-step guide to feeling, abundant, energized, and healthy and happy. And what is she doing right now, guys? And the people that have spoken to me on the phone would know what I'm about to say. It's about she's tapping into the emotion, not the result. The emotion of feeling happy and energized is bigger than, oh, get yourself up and I'll take you guys through the 3 steps of feeling happy. It's not about that. It's about the abundance and the health and the happiness that comes with it. So self-love, strategies and tips to make you feel like you're an ultimate warrior woman in every aspect of your life. You guys see all that? So that's her low barrier to entry. So her free thing. And her irresistible offer as such, which is the thing under $100, which is really important. So she's providing free content to the market, as we talked about yesterday. And her irresistible offer for under $100, access to a private Facebook support group. So very similar to what we did, guys. 1515, you guys have this private group now. And you guys are this little community when you're all together. That won't one-on-one, one month-to-month, constant daily support, tips, ideas, accountability. This group will have daily workouts, recipes, self-love, pamper ideas, motivation, positive, inspiring, and beautiful community for like-minded women. Can you see what she's going after, guys? Remember I talk about rapport and understanding your niche? She's going after the people that understand her. By comment, do you guys see that? She's going after people that understand her. Because she's doing that, she's getting great buy-in. And this is why she killed it. And she got 237 clients. At day 5, she wanted to give up. She's like, this is too hard. I don't get it. I don't understand it. By then, the end of it, she got 237 clients. Because you guys can do 2 things in this program. Try and overcomplicate it and be someone you're not. Or simplify and be someone who you are. Just be who you are and simplify the process like she has. There's nothing on there that you guys can't do. It's just a choice. Anyone can get up and tell someone in the morning, like, these are the simple steps to being healthy and happy in the morning. I can tell you that, guys. I do it every single morning. I get up. I just told you a little bit about before. I go for a walk. I'll then go get my coffee. I'll go get my water, and I'll just have a bit of a think. I'll read a book, and then I'll come do this call with you guys. To me, that's the strategy for me being healthy and happy every day because it's my routine. You guys share your routine about what makes you happy and healthy, and it's still factual. Does that make sense? Who got some good value in what Ash was doing, guys? Perfect. And now we're going to scroll up. And then we'll quickly look at the irresistible offer. But you guys will be doing that today for homework, but I'll just give you a quick sneak peek. There you are, guys. So the investment, it's free. It's the same thing we were talking about before. So this irresistible offer goes in line with the business plan. So obviously the program product live or online. So online webinar or a live event. So she can have 30 women in the room between the ages of 20 and 45. The audience are females. The core inclusions, how to regain your health and body fitness levels. And remember, guys, she's selling isogenics. So her premium program is isogenics. But she's not talking about that here. She's talking about all the emotions and results of doing things, how to regain your health, body, fitness levels. If you're a mum and got 2 kids, I guarantee you would love to have a healthy body and have your fitness levels back up, but you just don't have time because you chase around your kids all the time. Getting them to school, cooking their meals, making sure their homework's done, all these things that come with that, which is crazy. Learn the ways to fill up your cup with love, and love. Love yourself. You guys would know the self-love component of being a woman is very important. And me and Ash had some funny conversations because, you know, every woman has these ugly days and they have these fat days and they have these days when they're really down. And it's an internal thing. And she was saying, she's like, oh, I'm having an ugly day today. And I was like, because a guy doesn't really understand that, but you guys as females do. You guys understand the emotion that goes with it, and that's why you guys are more niche to be able to talk about this with other females, because we're not. Key outcomes for the programs. Remember, key outcomes now, guys. More understanding about health and wellness, improved confidence, strength in body and mind, a clearer version of the future, motivation, inspiration, and support. Yep. The problems Remember, everyone has a problem and you guys have to provide a solution. How to take your health and body to the next level. How to fuel your body with the ultimate nutrition. How to continue that feeling of support and guidance, not feeling completely satisfied at work or with your goals. Wanting more from life. Yep, that's the irresistible offer now, guys. So remember, we're not looking at anything else, the core program or the premium offer, because this is all that matters. If you guys get this right, get your irresistible offer right, everything else will look after itself. I mean that. If you get them in and you look after them, you will get a result. Like, we already know our numbers. We know 80% of you guys will come join us on the accelerator. How do I know that? Is because we give an element of value. You guys have a problem. You guys opted into an irresistible offer. We give you value for 15 days. We help you grow and expand your business. So where else would you go? If you want to continue to scale and be successful in your business, you would stay with us, of course. Which is really important for you guys to all understand. So bear with me. I'm just trying to get the comment screen back up. Oh, here we are. Cool. Thank you. Does that all make sense, guys? Hold on. I'm just going to read your guys' comments quickly because I couldn't see them before. Oh, you guys want me to share the document in the Facebook wall? I'll think about it. If you guys are good to me, if you guys give me lots of love after this phone call on the Facebook page, I'll think about it. Hustle me. Yes. Thanks for sharing. That'd be very helpful. I can do that, guys. Perfect. No worries. Any other questions? While we're here, any other questions on Ash? That's good, mate. You warmed me up already. Someone said they love my hair. You guys are buttering me up. So any questions on Ash while we're here? And does anyone want to speak to me? I can unmute you and we can talk about Ash's offer. No one wants to speak to me. I am gutted. I am really, really hurt right now that you guys don't want to speak to me. That's fine. If you guys, I do. Okay. Rebecca, you're on. You're the first one. Leaders go first. So I am going to find you, Rebecca. Bear with me. Attendees. Hey, Rebecca, can you hear me, hon?
I can. How are you? Good.
How exciting was it yesterday when you and Calvin were friends and me and you were? I felt the love.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was good. He helped a lot. That was good. It's got lots of juices flowing for me, and I'm starting to take shape in what I want to do. Much bigger than just Kyani, so that was good.
Yeah, it's really good, and obviously it's pretty. Remember when you think about your blueprint, it's like I've been looking through this. You know, there are things when you're a kid when you put the disc in and you spin it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what you're doing. We've just literally changed your guys' disc and the same product, but we're changing the way you can market it, because if you can change the way you market, you can change the result.
Absolutely.
So questions about what Ash was doing, so everyone will get benefit from this. So throw some questions at me and I'll answer away.
Okay, so with Ash's irresistible offer,
yeah.
Did she do it online, or did she actually do I think you said that she did, like, after the 15 days a meetup, but in the 15 days, did she do an online seminar or webinar?
Yep, she did. That's how she started.
Okay, and did it go for like an hour, half an hour, 45 minutes?
So guys, if you guys are thinking about doing webinars as such, and me and Calvin will have different time frames on this, but anywhere between 60 and 90 minutes.
Okay.
Or
right.
you could do 45 to 90, but depending what you want to share. Remember, guys, if you guys are sharing anything on a webinar, it should be 3 things, or even a live event, 3, 5, or 7. It's always 3,
okay.
5, or 7. It's not 10. It's not just like, I'm going to share 3 tips to you guys tonight in this webinar. It's going to be leadership. It's going to be culture. It's going to be how you guys find you happy. And then I put my content underneath them headers. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I learned the hard way very young that if you have too much things that you want to cover, you just rush through everything.
So less is more.
Less is more, and give more value on the point. So, because remember, if I gave you guys all the answers to everything, you guys were like, "Oh, cool, Jules is awesome, but I don't need to work with him anymore." Plus, I'd rush through everything.
You know, like with the webinar, to like start getting rapport, do you sort of like approach it with like who you are, where you come from, and your background, sort of, so that they get to know who you are, and then you start to throw out how you can add value to them?
Correct. And remember, when we start going through the next few days, guys, you're understanding your dream client, understanding how we go tackle them. Because once we go and identify the people that want to work with you, it makes it so much easier because they already kind of know your story because they can tell by your landing page and also your video. Because when you start, when you pick your phone up and say I'm going after, emerging leaders between the ages of 18 and 25, it's like, hey guys, it's Julian here from Young and Wildly Successful. Are you guys the leaders in your workplace right now? You want to stand out in a noisy marketplace? I've been there before. I'm 28 years old. I've had 10 years of leadership experience, and I was where you guys were. About you guys want to achieve great things. You just don't know the steps how to get there. Come join me on this live webinar for 60 to 90 minutes to help you guys with the 3 simple steps how you can get a promotion and start getting the credibility you deserve in your workplace right now. Click below. I want to see you on my live webinar. I'm going to change your careers. I'm going to take you guys to the next level. Until I see you, live strong and live with passion. See how that would be pretty powerful for a young 18 to 25-year-old, yeah?
Yeah.
Because... yeah, go. Sorry.
Go. No, I was just going to say, because that's a long time for someone who, I don't have a lot of confidence in, doing a 1 or 90-minute hour webinar.
Yep.
So I guess that's where I'm kind of feeling like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy to have to do that for talk for so long. Is it realistic to just do a half an hour, because mums are busy. I've got lots of mums who wouldn't want to sit down for an hour and listen to something. 100%. Is half an hour realistic?
Half an hour you could do speed sessions if you want to, honestly, and you would know your demographic better than I. It's quite common for me to have 4-hour webinars, honestly. 4-hour webinars, me talking for 4. Yeah, because I'm working with obviously a lot of businesses and companies, so there's multiple people on the call. So if you're working with mums the thing is, if you're a corporate and you're sitting with me on the phone, you want to get as much value as you can. So it goes for 10 hours, you're taking it. But for you, for mums, again, that time poor. So half an hour might be perfect. And you might break it up. It might be, we're going to do 15-minute speed webinars Monday, Wednesday, Friday for this week. 3 webinars, guys. They're going to be 15-minute speed webinars. On the one topic will be happiness, one topic will be self-love, and one topic will be health and nutrition. Make sense?
Yeah. Yes, it does.
About half an hour, it would be a perfect mindset. And what Ash did, and I helped Ash with this really, when she started getting success, guys, lots of people started messaging and saying, I'm loving what you're doing. It's so amazing. How can I be part of that? Set up a group, guys. Set up your own Facebook group with your company name. So Warrior Women, what she was doing, she was adding them women in. And then she was, what was she doing? She was building a community of people that were following her, yeah?
Yeah.
And all you need is a 1,000 raging fans. If you've got 1,000 raging fans following you, supporting you, and I talk about organic fans, the people that really truly believe in what you do, you guys will grow and scale your business, and you'll have so many people that like and comment and are proud of what you're doing, but they're doing it because they're proud of your brand. There'll be 1,000 people that will be your true followers, that whenever all your chips are down, they'll still be there. Once you get to that, you really have succeeded in business.
I just have another question.
Please.
So, because Ash did really well at the end and she ended up with 257 customers.
She did.
So were they Isogenics customers or were they just Warrior Women customers?
She ended up with plenty of people buying the President Pack. Out of that 232, I can't tell you how many of them they were, but I will find out for you. But what I do know is that, remember when I talked about when I first spoke to you and I spoke to all of you guys about going into your shopping centre?
Yeah.
So if I walked into the Rebecca shopping centre and Isogenics, I walked down the Isogenics aisle and I wasn't quite ready, but I walked into aisle 2 and I was getting strategies about, say Ash for instance, was like the strategies of how to get yourself happy and healthy in the morning, what she was talking about. If that was where I wanted to spend my money with day 2 and aisle 2 with Ash, she got a bunch of 30 women that just wanted the support of their steps and strategies to find self-love. Does that make sense?
Okay, so like to have like a membership group. Like, so, okay, this is why I'm asking these questions, because one of my ideas is to create like an email database essentially, but like to create a membership where people subscribe for like $1 a month, and every month what they get in that membership is, you know, those similar sorts of things, you know, mindset videos, just motivational things, just keep them going, and just that support that mums need for every day.
100%. And then do a live webinar every 3 weeks or 4 weeks for them.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I guess that's why I was trying to just sort of gauge that and how it might fit, and how I, you know, build the rapport and the customers into that. Because essentially, like, I thought about it, if you had 10,000 people subscribing at $1 a month, that's $10,000 a month.
Yeah, exactly. And low barrier to entries kill it, guys. And remember, you guys can get 10,000 people subscribed to whatever you do, and no one even looks at it. So the key is to have people subscribe because they're getting value and they're getting something out of it. It's your job to make sure you guys can have a membership site and no one looks at it, or you can have a membership site that people have great value. So that's throwing more in there. It's like, you know, live webinars. And the good thing, this is what we talk about later on in this program. I write this down, massive content plans. We have them going all the time. People are watching videos from me and Calvin. They're from 4 months ago, 5 months ago, 6 months ago. Me and Calvin spend 48 hours over 3 or 4 days filming, just me and him, filming different bits of content. And what we do is we change our shirts, we change our locations. So it looks like we've just recorded the video. And we just pick this on leadership. It's on, you know, being successful. It's how to take your company from $1,000 to $1 million. Because all we have to do then is just post it in the wall. Does that make sense? Hey guys, hope you guys are having an amazing week. You know, hope you guys are killing it. Could you chunk up? I talk about chunking up. Chunk up big enough so it's like, this is what's happening in the world right now. So it's like, guys, I hope you're having an awesome time gearing up for summer. So say it's, you know, you're doing some summer videos. And then post a video a week. And we'll go through this with you guys. You guys will be posting. You guys should be aiming, all of you guys on this call should be posting to